I'd like to thank Total Element Magnet Supplier for sponsoring this video. These guys are at least 10% less than the other big name magnet providers. And if you use the link in the description and the code 3DPPM, you'll get an additional 10% off your magnet purchase, as well as any magnet accessories like the magnet splitter. All right, so welcome back, guys. First of all, I'd like to thank Total Element for supplying this video with some killer magnets. The guys over there are really great. They've supplied me with N52 magnets in sizes that I can't find anyplace else. But yeah, they're sponsoring this project video. They're not sponsoring the video, but they're supplying the magnets, and I really appreciate that. I guess that's called sponsoring the video, kind of. But yeah, the magnets I'm going to be using are really big, and that's why I printed out this really nice. This came out really nice, and this is the top. You can almost see no layer lines on it. This is done on my bamboo. Anyway, I reached out to them, and they said, "Yeah, we're glad." And the magnets that I wanted to get are kind of big. They're like 2¼ inch discs. And I think they're like, I don't know, I think they're like 1/4 inch thick. And they were really nice. And they sent me, they did something that they don't normally do. Now, I use nothing but N52s. We all know N52s are dangerous. I got N52s inside here. And when these things get stuck together, I cannot pull them apart. I have to use my vise to get them apart, or the magnet splitter that I got from Total Element. Anyway, they sent me a note saying, "Mike, we're happy to send you these magnets, but we want you to be careful. These are really big and dangerous magnets." And I thought, ooh, I've never had anybody warn me, and trust me, I'm glad they did, because me and magnets, I don't take the precaution that I should. Anyway, let me show you what I got. Here's the box they sent it in. I only got 4 of them, but it's a huge freaking box. I'm not going to put the box there. And it's packed really, really well. And here they are. Let me take a quick look here. Let me get my knife. Cut that. Cut that. Oh yeah, these are freaking dangerous. Look at the size. I forgot, these are 1/2 inch. Yeah, these are 1/2 inch. These are monsters. I'm not even going to attempt taking them apart right here. No, 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 no. I'm not even going to attempt it. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh shit. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'll put them back in the box because I got to get gloves and the whole 9 yards, and I got to set up this area. I got to take this down, set up this area so I can screw each one into here. So I got 4 flats on here. I think what I'm going to do first, though, is put the bearings in, because once those magnets are in there, I've got to get it to the stand here. Yeah, I almost ruined them. I had this guy, which is also an N52, sitting on my vise over here, and it just bringing it by there, man. I got to get my gloves. I got to get the splitter and do this the right way. I don't want to end up losing a finger, or God forbid, yeah, doing something crazy. Anyway, yeah, let me get it all set up here. And actually, I'm probably going to get them on here first. Let me take a look at those again. Those are some big boys. Yeah, these are some big ass freaking magnets. Yeah, these are 1/2 inch. I forgot I got. That's why they sent me the warning. They said, "Mike, be real careful, man. These are some killer magnets." And each one is going to go on here like this. And I got them set up so 2 of these are north facing where the cutout is, and the other two are south facing where the cutout is, which is really cool because they come in sets of two, north, south. See that? Yeah. I don't know if I even showed it right. There's south there and north there, and these have the cutouts, and they only have cutouts on one side. And so, and that looks like it's the right size one. Let me be really careful over here, because I will mess up. I know I will. All right. I got to clear this all up so I can get it, so I can get ready, so I don't kill myself. Anyway, stay tuned, guys. All right, so I've got my magnet splitter that I got from Total Element. Works really good too. This thing is pretty sturdy. I think I showed it on a video. Here's the rotor that the magnets are going to go on. I got my gloves on. I probably shouldn't be doing it here. This is metal. I don't really have a lot of metal stuff around, so I think I'm all right. But I got to get the magnets out of the box here. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if this is even going to work. Oh yeah, it'll work. Yeah, so I can push it down like this, and it splits it. And here's the magnet. Let me put this guy over here. This has these have metal plates on the bottom here, so that when you split it, the magnet falls and it collects on the plate like this. Well, that time it didn't do it, but that's all right because it'll go right there. And then let's take this guy, put him over here. Oops, that time broke the plastic. Okay. Okay, I'm able to separate these. Whoa! Because I got gloves on. And I can put these over here. I'm surprised that they shipped them with this hard plastic like that. They usually ship it with like a rubber, but I guess because they were so big and being so powerful, I always keep this stuff. It's kind of stupid, but I always keep it just in case. But yeah, magnet splitter works great. That last one, I don't know what happened. Let me tighten it down. I'm sure it was user error. Yeah, that's nice and tight. This is really good wood. Yeah, so it worked. It did its job. Now, I'm going to put the magnets on here. I'm going to put one on this side, turn around, put one on the other side, then do each side like that. Yeah. I am not going to do that on camera, though, because I do not want you all to be witness to a disaster, even though I'm pretty sure I'll be all right. I need to figure out what's what, though. Two of these are south facing out. That's south facing out. And this guy over here is, gotta be careful I don't stand so close to the thing. This guy is north facing out. So let me get this one here. This guy is south facing out. Wait, that's south. That's north. That's south. That's south. That's okay, yeah. So I got north, north, south, sound. Okay, woof. Thought I had 3 of them that were the same. Because these, oh wait a minute, these have, oh, these are nice. See, you don't usually see this. This is why they're such a good company. They have the concave or whatever you call that, the thing on both sides, which is really good. I thought, because most of the time when you get magnets, it's only on one side. Huh. Well, that's good then. I don't even have to even worry about it. So let me put this guy away over here. I have, basically, you guys can't see it, but I have metal all over my workbench. I've got 2 of the magnets sitting on my vise and 2 of the magnets sitting on my other vise on the nuts on there. So I'm going to go ahead and put them puppies on here, and we'll see what we can see. All right, stay tuned. All right, this is a monster. But they went on okay. I'm not 100% happy though. I think I might have made the holes boy, this came out really nice. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's not the bottom, that's the top. That came out, this is the bottom, which is that, which is how the bill plate is that, what is it called, the matted stuff or whatever. Most of these are okay, but I'm not 100% happy with that. So I may reprint this with smaller holes, and I'll also print it with internal holes with I forget what they call it, but you put like a tube inside there, so that'll print more walls around the actual holes that I have in there. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere, but yeah, I really don't want to mess around. Yeah, this thing is crazy. I had it sitting here, and over here, pretty far away, I have this guy. And as I was going, like you can see, look at it, see it moving? I'm not even anywhere near it. That's how powerful these magnets are. Yeah, all right. This took like 3 hours to print, but that's really not that long. I think I'm going to reprint it. God, it came out beautiful though. I think I'm going to reprint it and make the holes a little bit smaller by like 1 millimeter, and then put some internal, I forget what it's called. Somebody in the comments will tell me, but it's called something. I think it's you put like a tube around each of the holes, which will cause it to form more walls, something like that. Anyway, I think it'll be okay the way it is, but I don't want to take any chances. What I may just do instead of doing that is I may just print. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to print a guard that slips down over this, stop anything from, because these are pretty tight. Well, that one's not that tight. These are pretty tight. It's a real pain in the ass to try to get. This is the one. Try to get this guy on here though. Watch. I try, because the screws are stainless steel. That's pretty tight. Yeah, I think I'm going to print a guard. I'll probably print it about 20 millimeters. I just got to take some measurements, which is going to be a joke. That's why I have these calipers. There's no metal on these, so I have to kind of get it from corner to corner like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have to, so I can't just go from here to here, which is 140. I have to go from like corner to corner, yeah, which is like 147, 148. I'll try a test one at 150 and we'll see. I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right, so this is what I was thinking, and it's really tight. It's actually kind of too tight. Let me. Yeah, this is what I was thinking, although I am reprinting this to be smaller this way and to have the hole smaller. And now I figured out how they were able to get this so smooth like this. This last layer prints really slow. I didn't notice that because I didn't watch this print all the way through. And you can see here where the edges kind of lift. So I put those little micro rabbit ears or mouse ears on there. Excuse me, for the new print. Yeah, this is really tight, but it's okay. It's not going to break, although it's kind of looking like it will. I think I did this at 148, and I tried another one at 150, and 150 was just way too big. It slid right off. So that'll work. It'll definitely stop them from flying out if I want to continue to use this one. I don't know. This is a heavy beast. I'm going to put it in. I want to see if it was... Anyway, yeah, I'm not thrilled the way that's deforming the ring. I don't think it's deforming it so bad that it's going to break it. Yeah, that's pretty good. But I think I'm going to wait for the other one because the other one's going to be a little bit smaller this way. This is, I think, 40 millimeters. The other one's going to be 30, and the holes will be smaller. So I won't even need this ring, although I'm still going to put it on there. This was the test ring I used. And then this one was good, except for I didn't want to do it in black. I wanted to do it in red. Anyway, stay tuned. All right, so I went ahead and printed out a new rotor. This one is a little bit thinner. I think it's thinner by about 10 millimeters. But the holes are much tighter. I could barely get these in. So I'm not going to need this strap, this safety strap, to go around this guy. So I'm going to take these off, put them on here very carefully. I got pinched yesterday, not by these, but by some smaller magnets. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Anyway, yeah, let me get that set up, and then I'm going to set it up on my normal vertical stand, so stay tuned. Man, I gotta tell you, doing this is a little scary, but it came out really nice. The bearings seated perfect. This thing is heavy, so there's going to be a huge flywheel effect once this thing gets going. Nice and level, at least to my eye anyway. I don't know if it's balanced. I suppose we can check it out right now. See if it tries to settle. Seems to be pretty good. Let me get it in the stand. Stay tuned. All right. So I got this beast hooked up. You can see it's on a maglev type situation where I've got two repelling magnets down here holding this up. I can hold it or I can let it go. So I've got 4 bearings on this thing. So it can either spin with the rod or not. I think having all 4 of them makes it spin better or faster or gives it a choice. Right now I've got it hooked up. I figured because I'm using these big monsters, I might as well use my big coils that I made. I hand wound these and they came out freaking gorgeous. Let's try it. Start off at 8 volts. You can see I can hold this or I can let it go. And that's only 8 volts. And as you can see, let me be can't see. The lights are pretty bright. Let's turn it up. There's 12 volts. Now, if I hold this, it doesn't make any noise. Wow, the output back EMF lights are really bright. What I want to do though is, I just wanted to try it out with these two monsters. Let's turn it back down. 8.8 volts. What I want to do is run one of these off of one of my other JL94 circuits that Sky Collection makes, and then run the other one output into the bridge rectifier setup that I have. Yeah, it's really quiet if I don't, if I hold the shaft. I don't know if the magnets are big enough to where I can go inside the coil itself. I'll have to shut it off to find that out. I don't want to repeat of what happened 3 videos ago where I didn't judge it correctly and bam, it exploded and it ruined that rotor, but I fixed it, and it ruined that coil right here. But I fixed it. Yeah, it was kind of scary. All right, let's see if they'll fit in there. Oh, they will fit in there to a certain point. So they'll fit, but that's kind of scary. I don't want to do that. That's just asking for trouble. And I'm not sure that it's going to produce anything any better. But yeah, that's a beast. And these are nice and secure. They're not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere, as Farmcraft 101 would say. That's not going anywhere. I love that YouTube channel. I don't know why that guy doesn't have 1 million subscribers already. You good old farmer, man. Yeah, so let me set something else up and see what kind of output we can get. I think I'll try first using the old faithful. I'll either use this one or I'll use the one that I made. This one's better because it was made by Sky Collection. This one's not too bad. It's pretty heavy. It's not as heavy as this guy, but it's still really good. So let me hook this guy up to one input and one output and see what we got. Stay tuned. All right. So that's 11 volts. Let me turn it up a little bit. There's 12 volts. And you can see it's putting out a lot of output. I think it likes the dual coil better. Definitely faster with the dual coil. Let me see how much power is actually being put out. Let me shut this off. All right, let me, like my Diresta thing. Oh, Jimmy Diresta. These things are great. Anyway, let me fix this up and I'll bring you guys back. Yeah, there it goes. 12 volts, putting out 145 volts. Yeah, it's funny with these guys. You gotta get them going fast enough, otherwise they'll just stall out. I don't know why that is. Dropping down to 124 volts. I wonder why it's doing that. Anyway, it's screaming. Yeah, it's going really nice now. 12.8 volts, 121. Yeah, it's actually much quieter when I hold the through rod. 125 volts. You guys can see that right there. Yeah, that little LED is screaming on that bridge rectifier. All right, so that's pretty cool. That's kind of stupid. All right, let me see what I'm going to do next. Up and up and up and up and down. I think I want to try my coil. Or maybe I'll do a dual coil with the dual output. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Let me shut this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up both of these coils. One's a pickup side and one's an output side. Just like this, both of them, just like this. And I'll put both of the outputs going to the bridge rectifier, and I'll use my dual JL94. It's going to take me a little while to set that up, so stay tuned. Dag nabbit, I just spent 20 minutes recording and the thing wasn't on. So I got it set up, and I have the output going to this bridge rectifier for the one pickup coil, for the one dual bifilar coil. The other bifilar, I just have the run hooked up to the JL94 circuit. So let's fire it up. And there it goes. Oops. And it's quieter if I hold the shaft, but if I let it go, it uses all 4 of the bearings. Right now it's only using the 2 bearings in the shaft. If I hold it, it's much quieter and nicer. If I let it go, it's using all the bearings, which means it's going faster too. And it is a maglev. It's funny because I'm only getting output out of one side of the coil. Let me shut it down and make sure that I got everything set up right. Could it be that positive? All right, stay tuned. All right, so it turns out that one's going really good. A lot of output. Blinking for you guys, solid for me. It turns out I can't run both of the outputs into the bridge rectifier. What happens is it causes this to act as a brake. Yeah, can't do that. So right now I have my homemade coil, my homemade bifilar running into the output. And mine seems to run better for some reason. It's running off of the 2 coils. Let me hold that because I like the way it sounds like that, even though it's faster that way. But I'm getting much better output over here. Yeah, so I have this guy. This is the run side of the coil running over to the, bridge rectifier going to the 3 lights, and I have the one output on the one side of the circuit. I'm not getting output on the other side of the circuit, and I'm not 100% sure why. Probably because I'm running bifilers on this instead of just running 2 coils off of the one circuit. Yeah, that's what it is. If I want, but it's still working the way I wanted it to. This thing is so tight. I gotta loosen it up. There it goes. Now it's running smoothly. that. Those are some nice big ass magnets. Little bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Getting a lot of output from the bridge rectifier. Of course, my wiring needs a little bit desired here. It's crazy. So once again, thank you, Total Element. Those are awesome magnets. They work great. Ciao, guys.